Are you going to let flu season knock you flat again this year, or are you finally going to build resilience? Because here's the truth. Resilience isn't about luck. It's not hiding in the pharmacy aisle. 70% of your immune strength actually lives in your gut. If your gut is weak, your defenses are weak. But if you strengthen your gut, you don't just survive the flu season, you thrive through it. I'm Jamie, and I had my share of immune struggles. After the birth of my first child, I suddenly developed asthma and allergies to almost everything I grew up around. Oak trees, pine trees, Bermuda grass, dust. My belly was always bloated, my weight never felt like it belonged to me, and I thought that was just life. Fast forward a few decades, in my late 50s, I tried a medication called Mounjaro to try to get my hemoglobin A1C under control and to lose a few pounds. And what followed was brutal months of diarrhea, severe gastroparesis, my body losing protein and muscle faster than I could replace it. I was sick, depleted, and honestly, I felt broken. But what I didn't know at the time was that the common thread through all of this was my gut. My immune system wasn't just weak, it was being mismanaged by a microbiome that was out of balance. Once I started working on my gut health, feeding it the right way, supporting it instead of stressing it, I realized that something amazing was happening. When your gut gets stronger, your immune system rises alongside it. Here's what most people don't realize. Your gut isn't just about digesting food. It's also a boot camp for your immune system. Inside your gut, trillions of microbes are working 24/7, and one of the biggest jobs it has is to train your immune cells. Picture it like this. You've got brand new rookie soldiers showing up, and without training, they don't know who the enemy is. They might freeze, or worse, they might start shooting at the wrong targets. Your microbiome steps in as the drill sergeant. It shows your immune cells flashcards of what's dangerous, like viruses, bacteria, and toxins, and what's safe, like your own healthy tissues or the food you eat. And the way they communicate is fascinating. These microbes actually send out chemical text messages, things like butyrate and other short-chain fatty acids. These messages tell your immune cells, calm down, we've got this under control, or hey, it's time to rally the troops. They also build the fence around your base camp, your gut lining. A strong lining means invaders stay out, but a weak or leaky gut means your immune system is constantly getting false alarms and burning out. And if that wasn't enough, your gut phones headquarters through the vagus nerve and your hormones, keeping your brain and immune system in sync. Now here's the scary part. If your gut is out of balance, your soldiers get the wrong training. And that's when you see things like constant colds, allergies, and autoimmune reactions. But when your gut is strong, those immune cells graduate boot camp, ready to fight the right battles. And that means you're more resilient when flu season rolls around. Once your immune cells graduate boot camp, the next job of your gut is to help you fight off invaders before they take over. Think of your gut as the neighborhood watch. The microbes living there are like the first responders. They're the ones who see trouble before it spreads. And here's how they do it. First, good microbes literally block harmful bacteria from sticking to your gut. It's like filling every parking spot before the bad guys pull in. Second, some of these microbes actually make natural antibodies called bacteriocins. These tiny compounds keep invaders from multiplying. Third, your microbiome even starves out the competition by hogging nutrients like iron, leaving the pathogens with nothing to feed on. And here's a bonus layer of defense. Your microbes help keep your gut's mucus layer thick and slippery, like a shield. Invaders can't penetrate it easily, which means they never get a chance to set up shop. But when your gut is out of balance, maybe from too much sugar, processed foods, stress, or a round of antibiotics, your neighborhood watch falls asleep on the job. The parking spots open up, the shield thins, and the invaders get free access. And that's when the bad guys move in, multiply, and leave you feeling run down, foggy, or sick. So the difference between being the person who catches every bug versus the one who seems immune to everything, it often comes down to whether your microbiome is awake and on duty or weak and distracted. Now here's another big job your gut handles, keeping inflammation in check. Think of inflammation like a thermostat. You need to turn it on when danger shows up, and that's how your body fights infection and heals an injury. But if the thermostat gets stuck on high, your immune system burns out. That's when you see chronic fatigue, brain fog, joint pain, and other autoimmune flare-ups. Your microbiome plays a huge role in keeping that thermostat balanced. How? First, your good microbes produce short-chain fatty acids like butyrate. These little chemical messengers tell your immune cells, calm down and stop overreacting, something you never tell a woman, right? They also help grow a special type of immune cell called a regulatory T cell, basically the peacekeepers that keep your immune system from attacking your own body. And by keeping your gut lining strong, they prevent constant false alarms. Because when your gut leaks, tiny food particles slip into the bloodstream and your immune system freaks out. It's like calling the fire department every time you burn toast. So if your microbiome is balanced, your immune system knows when to act and when to relax. But if your gut is weak, your body lives in constant state of emergency. And that nonstop inflammation wears you down from the inside out. And here's the part that blows people's minds. Your gut doesn't just train immune cells and fight invaders. It actually talks to your brain and your hormones. Think of it like a giant group text. Your microbiome is constantly sending updates through chemical messengers, the vagus nerve, and hormone signals. And here's what that means in real life. If your gut is balanced, your brain gets the message that you're safe, you feel calmer, you sleep better, and your mood is steadier. If your gut is struggling, those signals get scrambled. Suddenly you're anxious, stressed out, not sleeping, and your hormones are all over the place. Science is now showing that your microbiome can influence things like cortisol, your main stress hormone, serotonin, your mood regulator, and even melatonin, your sleep hormone. So when your gut is out of whack, your whole stress and hormone system is basically glitching. This is why you can't separate immunity, mood, and hormones. They're all a part of the same conversation, and your gut is the one holding the phone. Now here's the hopeful part. Your gut lining renews itself every 3 to 5 days. I had no idea. That means real change doesn't take months or years. It can start in just a matter of days. And you don't have to overhaul your entire life to make progress. Simple steps matter. Adding fermented foods that feed good microbes, and if you ferment those foods yourself, even better. Drinking clean, mineral-rich water, not just tap water and not distilled water. Clean water that has some natural things added back into it, like salt and potassium. These are the little shifts that help the microbiome train better soldiers, fight off invaders, and keep inflammation and stress in check. If you're tired of guessing where to start, that's exactly why I created the Anti-Inflammatory Gut Reset. It's a done-for-you 4-week plan with meals, recipes, and shopping lists designed to feed your microbiome, calm inflammation, and strengthen your immune system naturally. You don't have to let flu season knock you down this year. You can be resilient, and you can thrive. Click the link below and start your anti-inflammatory gut reset today, because remember, 70% of your immune system lives in your gut. Support your gut, and the rest of your body finally has the strength it needs.